Takes on the Allen Canaries. Hi everybody, I'm Bob Garris, Gary Laubach here one more time. And Gary, these two teams have met several times this year, and it's been interesting every time.
Could have played this ball game in a Whitehall playground or an Allen playground, and it probably would have had the same kind of crowd. We've got a big crowd here tonight, the fourth time these two teams have met. The stakes seem to just get progressively higher. I think it should be a great game.
One thing out of the way, Ron Hassler's wife did have the baby, so that's by the boards. He's getting used to being a daddy. Tonight he better get used to winning a ball game, because last time out he lost to Easton. He'd like to overcome that loss.
Well, you know, that's one of the things they face. They got to bye. They're the #1 seed, so they got to bye into this round. So they've been off for a while. That really didn't seem to affect some of the other teams that were off and got the bye, but I'm sure they're a little bit concerned because the last game was a loss, and that's something that you do kind of remember, so they'll have to overcome that a little bit. But they're so talented, and they seem to be so poised all year long, I don't think it'll be a worry.
Okay, we've had Allen on a number of times this year in Cable 4. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. These names very familiar.
They don't change at all. It's a ball club that got here by beating Stroudsburg. They scored 84 points in the ball game, the most points they scored all year long. It is certainly a team that is starting to play real good basketball. At the time of year, John Donmoyer would like them to do that. This certainly, I think, is going to be a tough game tonight. What Whitehall's been able to do to Allen in the ball games that they have played them is they've controlled the tempo, and they really have been able to hold them from scoring. Their defense has been outstanding. So Allen's going to have to find a way to try to master the offense against the matchup. It is not easy to do, but they have the capabilities with their good outside shooting. And I think, as always, Wayne Thomas has to be a key. If Wayne can get things going in the paint area, Allen certainly has a chance to win this game.
Gary, we talk to Hank Slider every game we see him, and he's been here to all of them. And he has a lot to say about young Epstein.
Epstein has really carried this ball club offensively for quite a while now. And the guys are starting to really fill their roles nicely. I see Radoka, who we thought of as primarily a three-point shooter early in the year, is now an assist man. I think he had a great number of assists in the Stroudsburg game the other night. We see a kid like Jared Grosinger. He's become their outside shooter, and he's also been a guy that can dish the ball off. But Epstein seems to be the glue. He's the guy that holds this basketball team together. Wayne Thomas seems to be the catalyst. When he has a good ball game, Allen has a good ball game. When he's not playing well, then they struggle a bit.
Okay, Gary, you talked about glue. We'll take time out, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at a glued together team, 5 guys for the Whitehall Zephyrs. We'll be right back.
Are credit card bills putting a squeeze on your budget?
I solved my plastic problem. Paid off all my credit card bills, put cash into my pocket with a home equity loan from the money store. And my interest is tax deductible.
Call the Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES. Turn your home improvement plans into reality. It's easy with an FHA Title I loan from the Money Store. Government insured and no equity is required. Call the Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES.
During the course of the year, parents and coaches throughout the Lehigh Valley send thousands of athletes out to compete in dozens of sports. As these athletes participate, please remember that.
Win, lose,
or draw.
we all try our best.
When was the last time you hugged your player? This message has been brought to you by M&M Lawn Service and athletes from Northampton Area School District.
Okay, we're back here courtside, and of course I mentioned about the glue. It could be Elmer's, but in this case maybe it's crazy glue. And again, I'll go back to the Easton ball game, where the Easton Red Rovers somewhat, in fact, did really play Whitehall's game that night. They slowed it down. They stayed with the Zephyrs. I just wonder if Allen, Johnny Dunmoyer might try to do something like that tonight.
Boy, I just don't think it's in their blood to play a slowed-down, patient kind of offense. Allen has never played it, I don't think, in all the years that we've been doing ball games. They're a team that wants to set the tempo, go up and down the floor, play the game. You play the game, you win, fine. If you lose, well, we gave it our best shot. I think that's what Allen wants to do. That's not what Whitehall wants to do. They are a tempo team that wants to play their style, and normally they get away with it.
Okay, let's look at the Zephyr starting 5 familiar names one more time.
Yeah, there are no changes here. This pregame was probably absolutely unnecessary. Our fans, and we have good, regular, steady fans who tune us in all the time, they know these two teams as well as we do. The key, of course, Lisicki is back, and he is completely healthy. The last time they played, he had his problems with his hand, but he's all right now, and they come out with their solid 5. They need a good ball game out of Medina naturally, and they seem to get a good ball game out of everybody else.
All right, so that's a quick look at the Zephyrs. We'll be back with tip-off. It's Whitehall Allen basketball.
All the games played by car dealers? We are. If you want to buy a new car or truck without all the hassling and negotiating, stop by the Vinart dealerships on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile. There are no games, there's no hassling, no haggling. Each week, Vinart will shop the market to ensure the best possible no games price. Check the green tag on the rear view mirror for your no games price and let the games end. See Lehigh Valley Ford, Honda, Hyundai, and Suzuki on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile.
The Lehigh Valley is going to the dogs. Pot's hot dogs, that is. Yes, everybody's rushing into their nearby Pot's Doggy Shop for America's best hot dog, covered with all their favorite stuff. So don't be left behind. Get your pups moving to the Pots where you live or work.
Fight the one you love.
Okay, we're back courtside and about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. And we'll get the Allen Canaries first. Gary Laubach.
All right, let's do that. First out, number 25, Jared Grosinger, a 5'9" senior, 11.4 points per ball game. And Dennis McWhite, I don't think we gave him his due in the pregame. He's been super, 5'9" senior, 6.3 a game. 35, Darren Epstein, a 6'3" senior, 12.6 a game. 43, Pete Radoka, 6'3" senior, 10.9 a game, and 53, Wayne Thomas, 6'3" sophomore, 12.9 a game. John Dunmoyer, the head coach, 17th year for Allen. They're 15 and 12 on the year. Whitehall does not send out their starters. Number 10 is Mike Buskirk, a 5'9" senior, 12 a game. 20, Pete Lisicki, a 6'2" freshman, 11 a game. 24, Greg Mulchaney, 6' senior, 4 a game. 44, Mike Fetchko, a 6'1" senior, 6 a game. 54, Tony Medina, 6'4" senior, 16 a game. Ron Hassler in his 8th year as the head coach at Whitehall, 21 and 5. He's trying to get into the championship ball game again, as he was last year. As you look at the big 3, Pat Garabone, Gary Spangler, and Sam Aaron lined up in order of handsomeness.
Oh, I like that. In order of handsomeness.
Yeah, but I didn't say from which side.
All right.
It's just that Spangler, we know, is not the most handsome, or the least.
I know what you're going to say when you introduce me, so forget to introduce me, will you?
All right, speaking of handsome, our regular announcer's not here, so here's Bob.
All right, and we're underway, the Zephyrs, and if you were listening, and I hope you were listening during the first game, I checked with Ron Hassler, and the young baby is a girl, and it's Kayla, K-A-I-L-A. I was very close. I said it was put together by a number of letters in the alphabet.
Yeah, you said Kanish or something.
Something like that. From the side, Pete Lisicki, 2-0.
All right, Whitehall brings their defense out a little bit, and they get the steal.
And from behind, Mike Buskirk picked the pocket. 24 in there, Greg Mulchaney. It's Buskirk handling the offense most of the time. Fetchko cuts through, Medina cuts through, and followed by Pete Lisicki, the freshman who will be a gem in 3 more years, and not bad right now. And a foul is called on Epstein, maybe?
Or Radoka, I'm not sure which. Epstein.
Epstein got the call. First foul in the ball game. No shot, of course, just underway, and
It's been 11 days, Bob, since Whitehall's played a game for real. So I think getting off to a good start will certainly help their confidence.
Medina shovels low to Fetchko, gets it back to Fetchko,
Nice
and now
movement.
they're working the ball game, and a walk is called as they sandwich Lisicki and force the youngster to take an extra step inside.
Loser plays Pocono Mountain on Saturday, probably in the afternoon at Stabler. The winner will play Saturday night, 8 o'clock at Stabler against Easton.
And we will be around for you with 4-on-4 on Saturday, the way it looks, starting early around 6:30 or so. And good move into Thomas.
All right, we said he'd be a real key. And if Wayne Thomas can get warmed up, it's going to be a tight ball game.
And it is as tight as you can get it at the moment at 2-2. Buskirk thought about shooting. Lisicky in the corner again, back out to Buskirk.
Allen in a 3-2 zone.
And Lisicky way outside shot. Grabbed off the boards by Wayne Thomas. An improving basketball player for the Allen Canaries.
Well, he's got a lot of time yet. He's only a sophomore. He's a baby out there, the sophomore. Oh, there's a foul, and Medina got away with it.
And Epstein got the basket. Canaries lead it 4-2.
Medina had a hold of Thomas that time. It is Buskirk with a basketball. .25-24 is Greg Mulchaney, and they're just patiently working the ball against that Allen D.
Buskirk takes the shot and hits the three.
Three-pointer for Buskirk.
5-4.
We have a lot of years of officiating out there on the floor.
Well, an awful lot.
Man.
And I'm not going to guess as to the elder statesmen.
Well, they're all old.
And no drop, the tap, no, one more time. Through the legs of Medina, and Tony comes up with the ball, and again, some of the fans thought the elbows were going.
Tony lets you know he's around.
Yes. Buskirk again decided not to shoot. They're having trouble getting the ball to Medina.
Foul's on McWhite.
And the first one on Dennis.
Whitehall had trouble finding Medina in the Easton game, if you recall, in the East Penn Conference Championship. Tony was not all that involved in that ball game. Of course, when you have a Shenik and a Fitzpatrick out there, you can sort of blanket a guy like Tony. Talked to John Leone, Bob, the Lafayette College coach, between games. And he's still hoping that Jeff Shenik decides to come to Lafayette.
Well, there might be a battle there. You never know.
But Jeff's marketability appears to be going up.
Well, after the first ball game, his exhibition certainly didn't detract from his value as a player.
Foul is going to be on Fetchko.
Well, the first foul on the Zephyrs. It's 5-4. That's the score. Whitehall leading. At the line, Pete Radoka.
Saw Pete at the District 11 swimming championships on Saturday. And I admire any guy that can sit in that heat and humidity and then go out and play a basketball game.
Yeah. How many pounds did you lose over there? Did you get on the scale?
I left a lot of myself in that natatorium.
6-5, Allen in the lead.
Allen's trying to return most of it.
Well, next week we begin inter-district play. We may end up in Mart's Hall or down in Reading, and you like the food down in the Reading area.
I was going to say, I like to look at it at which restaurants.
Medina's shot comes up short, and Thomas came down again with another rebound for the big guy.
But I love going to Reading because they make it Bob Garris Day.
Well, I'm going to see Mom.
So far, the ball game right according to script. Whitehall is controlling the tempo, but Allen is patient and working the ball for the good shot.
And Allen is leading by 1, 6-5. And a grab. And Thomas will get 2 shots.
Lisicky's first foul, and Allen is being very patient.
Well, the first ball game, Pocono Mountain came out at Easton very, very patient. That turned around.
Oh, I thought that was a shooting foul myself.
Oh,
So
I
did
did
the fans. Pat Garamone didn't.
Well, we do not have the whistle. Epstein and Grossinger. McWhite bounces in the paint area. Epstein gets the bounce and the soft roll through the net. It's 8-5 Canaries.
Whitehall, as we said, did not have to play to get to the semifinals because they were the #1 seed. Allen did have to play, and in fact did play against Stroudsburg, and they won that ball game 84-68.
And the shot was missed by Mulchaney, and it's one and done for the Zephyrs at the moment. And the Canaries in no particular hurry and taking their time. 2:05 to go in the first quarter, and Allen leads at 8-5.
Wow, they look like mirror images of one another.
Yeah.
You called it in the pregame. Allen has just settled into a nice offensive flow, similar to Whitehall.
Yeah, and Epstein had that shot. He'd like to have it back. And we're getting to that time, Gary, where we look for those buzzer beaters. Wasicki from the side gets the baseline jumper. It's 8-7.
Well, I can almost assure you the next Whitehall possession will be the last possession of the half, of the quarter, I mean.
And again, Allen looking at the matchup zone, not trying to get inside. Trying to quickly move the ball, get the open shot from the outside. Radoka, bounce pass, jump shot, McWhite missed it. Tapped around and retrieved by Mulchaney. Now let's see if the Zephyrs hold for the last shot. Buskirk dribbles across the forecourt. And
That was
Mulchaney,
probably Allen's worst offensive set because
Whoa, there's
McWhite doesn't
Wasicki.
belong in there.
Well, he didn't wait for the last one. Wasicki had 6 points.
Well, he said, hey, there's still a minute up there. We can get 4 points instead of just 2. So,
Yeah, and he was wide open. Grossinger looks over to John Dunmoyer. John yells instructions out to McWhite. Marsha Baden, always faithful, giving you the time. And a foul is called on Pete Wasicki.
I think it's on Fetchko.
Well, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Whitehall's already committed 3 fouls.
Yeah,
That's
and,
atypical.
Pat Garamone caught Fetchko inside, away from the ball.
Yeah, he kind of
Little nudging.
nudging, I guess. Usually
Yeah.
Pat usually lets the nudges go.
Well, a foul on Wasicki. Well, this is interesting for Whitehall basketball.
Pat, I've never seen Pat consider a nudge a foul. He's pro nudge.
Well, that's the 4th team foul on the Zephyrs, and we have 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. And they are, of course, 1 away from the 1-1 as Epstein takes it to the hoop, and the Canaries lead it 10-9. And now we go for the buzzer.
There it is. Oh, I thought he was going to take it right there. Good movement.
And we get a whistle, and a foul is called on the inside.
If it's on Fetchko, it's his 3rd. It's either on him or Medina, and I'm not sure which.
It's on Medina, Gary.
And it's a 1-and-1 shot. Allen's in the 1-and-1.
Yep, and there are 3 zeros on the clock. The buzzer has not sounded. But if the Zephyrs get away with a buzzer beater on this, it'll be the world's record. At the line, Jared Grossinger.
I like the pros in college now. You know exactly how many tenths of a second are left. Now we have a little confusion about whether or not the quarter's over. As Sam Errett's over there and says the buzzer did not go off. Well, I guess it did. The quarter's over.
The buzzer has sounded. The buzzer sounded after the
So Jared Grossinger will get the spotlight on him.
And now with all the crowd somewhat quiet, Jared gets the first. And misses the second, so the Canaries lead after one period, 11-9. We'll take time out and come right back.
I remember my mom going to Walter's Pharmacy. Now I go. Walter's fills my prescription needs quickly, and I pay my Bell of PA and UGI bills. When I can't get away, Walter's comes to me with free delivery. Walter's Pharmacy, making life easier through genuine care since 1937. Walter's Pharmacy, 401 North 17th Street in the Allentown Medical Center.
All-Star Sporting Goods offers the area's finest selection of athletic supplies and equipment. We're known for being the #1 team equipment specialists and in providing you with only the best in custom uniforms, sporting goods supplies, athletic footwear, and custom high school jackets for any area high school. We feature the most complete line of baseball equipment and athletic medical supplies, plus expert screen printing provided on the premises. Don't settle for second best. Get your Booster Club businesses and Little Leagues into All-Star Sporting Goods at 1222 Main Street, Northampton. Friday night at 8 p.m., join Cable 4 Sports for District 11 basketball. Game 1, see North Schuylkill versus the Central Catholic girls, followed by all the games that night at Stabler Arena at Lehigh University. District 11 basketball, Friday night at 8 p.m., right here on Cable 4 Sports. You are viewing Twin County Cable 4, your choice for community programming in the Lehigh Valley.
Okay, we are back, and we will tell you about the Westgate Mall, and it's a nice place to do some shopping. So come on out and shop your favorite community stores. Bring the kids to see the Easter Bunny. He'll be arriving on Saturday, March the 9th at 11 a.m. and will be available for pictures daily from 11 to 2 and 5 to 8. If a new car or truck is in your future, you won't want to miss the New Car and Truck Show taking place from March 8th through the 10th at the Westgate Mall, sponsored by Bethlehem Suburban Ford. Remember to mark down March 16th and 17th. They'll have a big baseball card and memorabilia show. All this and more at your favorite shopping place, Westgate Mall Shopping Center on Chainersville Road in Bethlehem.
Both teams, Bob, shot 4 out of 8 from the field. That's exactly 50%. The difference, Allen made 3 foul shots. Whitehall didn't even go to the line. Whitehall made 1 3-pointer to take care of 1 of those foul shots. They trail by 2.
And the first 8 minutes have gone the way of the Allen Canaries. The Zephyrs now in an unusual situation with 5 team fouls, and we're just starting period number 2. So that means the Allen Canaries could go to the line quite a bit here in this period on the 1-on-1 situation. Gary, that could make a difference in this ball game, couldn't it?
Well, it's a situation that Whitehall's not used to, and somebody has to find a way to stop Darren Epstein.
Well, he has 8.
He's been a different ball player the entire second half of the season. He's just been super for Allen offensively.
Well, and the Zephyrs trying to get on track.
Good save. No, they're not going to give it to him.
Well, Medina could not quite make it. And at the moment, Gary, it may be that layoff has affected the Zephyrs somewhat. Shovel to Thomas. Little 6-foot jumper. 15-9, Allen.
I think a layoff probably would affect the Whitehall more than most teams because they're so patient. They never quite get into a real flow, and they just have to kind of make it all happen like Lisicki's trying to do.
Well, he did from the baseline. This shot came from the near side. The other shots he's taken was from the far side. So his shooting hand was really over there on that baseline. He popped it in at 16-11.
He has 8 points, 8 of the 11.
Of the 11, yeah. The other three, three-point shot by Mike Buskirk. Medina has been shut out.
Epstein's open again.
Yep. And McWhite this time scores. So all 5 of the Allen starters are in the book.
You can make strong one-on-one moves. You can do it against the match. You usually run into somebody, but if you pull up like McWhite did there in the gap, in the seam area, you'll get your shot.
Now Mulchaney drives. Missed the shot. McWhite on the dribble, 1-on-1 against Buskirk. Shovels it back to Epstein. Epstein scores.
Great play by McWhite.
See what he did, Gary? Halfway down the court, he looked behind him. He saw Epstein coming. He just shoveled it over his shoulder, and Epstein took it to the hoop.
Jarek Grosinger just got hit by the Medina train.
Now Tony tries a 3 and doesn't get it. And the rebound to Grosinger for the Allen Canaries. It's 19-11 Allen.
One way to beat Whitehall is get a lead on them. They are not a team that comes back very easily. They're just not designed to do that. They're a team that is designed to stay close or get the lead themselves.
And Allen patient at the moment, leading by 8. We'll try to get the Zephyrs out of that match a little bit. Come out on the ball. Grosinger simply dribbling away. McWhite waiting for the basketball. Now they go to the far corner. The lob to Thomas. Thomas gets it in.
Wayne Thomas playing as well as he can play. Whitehall needs a timeout.
Timeout with 4:26 to go in the half. We'll be right back.
Whitehall Auto Parts, the most important stop for your car. We're a major supplier of foreign and domestic auto and light truck parts and have one of the largest inventories in the Lehigh Valley. We also provide machine shop services and are equipped for complete engine rebuilding. Whitehall Auto Parts stands behind their products. Make your next stop at Whitehall Auto Parts, 2741 MacArthur Road in Whitehall. We're open weekdays 8 to 8, Saturday 8 to 4, and Sunday 9 to 4. Or phone 437-4604.
This sports event is being brought to you with the cooperation of District 11 and the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association. District 11 schools and active personnel invite you to attend as many events as possible throughout the fall, winter, and spring seasons. However, if you cannot make it to the events, enjoy the excitement on cable television. And don't forget, your support of District 11 athletics is appreciated by all participants. And welcome back to District 11 Championship Basketball. At the moment, it's 21-11. Allen in front. We'd like to tell you about Faust Construction, 4383 Hecktown Road in Bethlehem. They have been custom builders and home renovators of the Lehigh Valley homes since 1973. Presently, Faust Construction has various building lots available in Lower Nazareth Township. Call 759-1595 for more information, and say hi to Jimmy Faust up there. Nice to have him with us on Cable 4 Basketball.
Now tonight we have 3 officials working the game, and it's not quite enough as we look at Ron Hassler. And Ronnie a little concerned right now as he calls his first timeout. And we know that Ron Hassler uses those timeouts very sparingly. As I said, we have 3 officials, but the fans don't think that's enough. They're helping.
We're almost halfway through the second quarter, and at least one thing has not happened. The Zephyrs have not committed another foul.
Medina hasn't scored a point either, Bob, and that's a key.
And Petchko usually in the offense.
There it is.
Go to Medina, he scores.
That's what they talked about in the timeout.
4 minutes to go in the half. 21-13 Allen. And they're also coming out on the ball a little bit more. Buskirk out front, along with Greg Mulchaney.
17-1 during the regular season and nothing to show for it. Whitehall wants a district championship. The East Penn Conference championship is gone.
Gary, young Wayne Thomas is not being intimidated inside by Tony Medina. He's staying right with him in there.
That time he tried to one-hand the ball back up. Had he come down with it, he was wide open. There was nobody to stop him.
Sicky with the basketball to Buskirk, over to Mulchaney. Fetchko also quiet so far in the game. Buskirk bounces over, working it around to Fetchko, missed the shot, and a foul is on Lisicky. Number 3. 1-1.
It is a 1-1. We'll go down here.
Well, we may see Johnny Murtaugh in a moment. Pete Lisicky with 3 personals.
And he is going to sit down. Johnny Murtaugh, a 5'10" senior, 2 points a game will come in. I don't know if we ever look at that replay of that foul. But it is a key play because it sits Lisicky down for the rest of the quarter.
Well, Dennis McWhite at the line, and here's where you can make hay while that sun is shining.
One shot, man.
All right, let's take a look at the Lisicky foul. Watch him in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There it is, a little push.
Well, it was called. McWhite missed the second shot. Fetchko has the rebound. And Gary, the Zephyrs have not been bombing for the 3-point shot. Now Buskirk does and hits it, his second of the game.
They appear just to be a little flat, Bob. And the 3 can get them healthy in a hurry. I think they have to just get their game legs back and their game intensity back. It's been a while. We said 11 days, and they're just not quite into this yet.
And of course, you practice every day, but it's still not the same as playing competitive games. 22-16, 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. First half action. This is a semifinal, 4A. We already have Easton into the finals. McWhite drives and scores.
You should not be able to do that against the match. Somebody has to pick him up, but Dennis weaved, zigzagged his way right up through for the underhanded layup.
Well, with the foul situation the way it is, the Zephyrs a bit tentative in there, Gary. And they're laying off a little bit. Don't want to commit anymore. They're already in that 1-1. Ball batted out of bounds, and Whitehall will inbound underneath the bucket. Minute and 58 on the clock.
And we're not writing the demise here of the Zephyrs. They're only down by 8, so don't think that this team isn't capable of coming back from an 8-point deficit.
Well, I mentioned they were not really going after that 3-point shot, and right away Buskirk took it and hit it. He's blown in the corner now, and Mulchaney tried it. Comes up short to tap. Medina battling for it. Comes out to Mulchaney, and the Zephyrs will try it again.
Medina made that all happen.
24-16, Allen. Now Murtaugh's open, missed it. Rebound and a foul on Fetchko, and that's number 3 on Mike Fetchko.
Well, Whitehall is not real deep. And Fetchko's probably going to have to come out of the game, too. Ronnie's looking down the bench. Take a look.
Mike Bowen might come in. Let's see who it is. And Jamie Bretz checks in the lineup. So 2 of the Zephyrs in trouble now with 3 fouls, and they'll sit for the next minute and 20. And maybe part of the third quarter. At the line is Wayne Thomas, 1-1.
Big miss.
Missed it. But the ball comes out to McWhite. Pete Radoka down baseline to Epstein.
He walked, I believe.
And a walk is called, and now Epstein and Tony Medina, little shoving match.
And Pat Caramone will settle things down. That was a little nose-to-nose.
And he just simply said, okay, guys, let's play basketball now. And Sam Merritt talking to Dennis McWhite.
Well, they're talking to everybody except the guys that got involved.
Are you ready for my cooler heads Roper Dale?
It was Epstein and Medina that were nose to nose, and everybody talked to everybody else.
Well, Pat mentioned something to Epstein, but that was about it. Well, we're into the final minute. And the Allen fans keep looking at the scoreboard and blinking as Tony Medina gets inside.
Fouls on McWhite.
No shot by Buscart, and Dennis gets called for the push. Gary, that's only the third team foul on the Allen Canaries in the half. And that's a bit unusual.
Well, they play Whitehall style. They've been patient offensively and doing a good job defensively.
And the ball slipped away, and
Epstein.
Foul on Pete Radoka.
Or Radoka, I mean. That's a big call because Gretz was not going to catch that basketball.
Team fourth on the Canaries.
Well, the crowd is now in the game on both sides of the gym.
And the lob to Medina is stolen away by Wayne Thomas. Well, the Canaries probably will go for the last shot. Leading by 8, why go to the hoop?
And that really doesn't even bother Whitehall. They've got 2 of their starters on the bench. They just want to hope for a miss here and go in the locker room and regroup.
Across the way on the Whitehall side of the gym, the partisan fans very quiet, and there's the backcourt call, and it comes with 7 seconds to go, and this is the way Whitehall plays it at the buzzer, and they're sending in Pete Lisicki and Fetchko for the final 7 seconds.
Well, it's a great move as long as they don't do anything silly.
Like commit another foul.
That would be silly.
Well, Buscart has the basketball. Pass it to Medina. And Tony shoots, and the pushing foul is Epstein.
Epstein. And it's a 1-and-1.
Well,
Whitehall got just what they wanted, Bob. They're going to get a chance to get back here within 6 points.
It's almost the same as a buzzer beater, Gary.
As long as he makes the foul.
And again, there are 3 zeros up there on the clock, identical to the end of the first quarter. And I didn't hear a buzzer, so we'll see what happens. Allen might have a fraction of a second to play with.
Well, Ronnie has brought in Seacock, number 52, a 6'1 junior. But, boy, I think I'd get Lisicki out of there. Maybe he's going to do that right now. Into the ball game is Mike Bowen. Yeah, he's got to get Lisicki out of there. Fetchko has 3, but he's back here at midcourt. He's not going to get involved.
Meanwhile, off camera, Sam Errett and John Dunmoyer are having a little chat, friendly, over near the Allen bench. And Medina shoots and missed the shot. So the Zephyrs come up empty on the foul line and trail Allen here at halftime, 24-16. Well, we'll just take time out and come back and look at the scoring total.
What are you doing here?
Getting my machine fixed.
You mean your washing machine?
No, my automobile.
Well, what kind of repairs do they do here?
Well, they do brakes, they do mufflers, they do state inspection, shock absorbers, and they're locally owned and operated by 2 guys who grew up right here in the Lehigh Valley. Boy, don't you know nothing?
Well, I know this. If you don't stop eating, they'll have to put a set of their shock absorbers underneath the front seat of your machine.
Car Care Plus, only at ABE Car Care Center.
You'll finish like a winner when you bring your car into one of the 3 fabulous Andretti Hanna Auto Wash locations. Experience the Hanna Magic Wash process. It's made for safety on all car surfaces, new and old. The Andretti Hanna Auto Wash will take care of your car's every need. And remember that our customers are provided with the best full-service car wash available. Check out our daily specials and save. Visit one of the 3 locations at 3310 Airport Road, Allentown, 2209 Lehigh Street, Allentown, or on Route 191 just south of Route 22.
Okay, welcome back courtside here at halftime. And Gary, normally we're going to take a look at the scoring totals here for the teams. But I normally am not too keen on this stuff.
You're
but
not stat-oriented.
when we see the line score, there are a couple things I want to comment on. Of course, there are one or two things you can say about this. Of course, Epstein, we talked about his shooting in pregame, and he's having a pretty good night.
I think the key's been Thomas, though. I think Thomas has done a great job taking care of things in the lane area and getting himself open. He's even missed a couple of easy shots that could have had him up at that 10-point mark. Whitehall, on the other hand, has been uncharacteristically missing some shots that they normally make. They're normally solid from the foul line. They had a good opportunity to get this score down to 6. Medina missed some foul shots, so they really haven't gotten their offense running very smoothly at all. Buskirk with 2 threes, and Lisicki's been hot, but boy, you can't have Tony Medina scoring 2.5 points and be ahead.
Right, okay, let's look at the line score, and the 41%, a bit unusual. And of course, they just have not gotten to the foul line, except there with Medina. He could have gotten those 2, as you mentioned, and it's a difference of 2 points. Could have been a big difference going in there, but Ronnie's really got to regroup the troops.
Well, normally you see those field goal percentages reversed, because Whitehall usually so patient offensively, they only take good shots. Allen has been exceptionally patient on offense, and that's why their percentage is up that high. Normally you see Whitehall 4 for 7 from the foul line, the other team 0 for 1. Allen has done a good job of penetrating and attacking the Whitehall matchup defense, and that's why they have sent Allen to the foul line 7 times. Whitehall's only been there once. To me, Allen's played themselves almost a perfect first half of basketball. They've been patient, they've been methodical, and they've played good defense. They haven't let Whitehall get anything easy, and they've said to Whitehall, if you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us with a jump shot. You're not going to beat us with Medina in the lane, and so far, that's worked to perfection.
And Ron Hassler, Gary's got to be walking on eggs because Lisicki has 3, Fetchko has 3. Should either of those guys get the 4th foul early here in the second half, they're going to be in deep trouble.
And oddly enough, under normal circumstances, Whitehall does not get into foul trouble, and they're certainly capable, I think, of playing the rest of the ball game without picking up 1 foul. So we'll see when that 4th foul comes.
Okay, stay with us, and we'll have all the second half for you after these words.
It's like your very own dream come true. You and your family are guests of the Philadelphia 76ers as they battle the Milwaukee Bucks Tuesday night, April 2nd at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. But even better than that, you are part of the court action as a ball boy or ball girl. If you are a boy or girl and in between the ages of 9 and 15, and this could become part of your dream, send your postcard to 76ers Ball Boy Contest, care of Twin County Cable 4 Sports, 5508 Norbath Boulevard, Northampton, PA 18067. And for every postcard we receive, M&M Lawn Service will make a monetary donation to Dream Come True.
Do you love movies? All kinds of movies? Then be sure to watch the Movie Channel's free preview, March 4th through the 8th. You'll see 5 days of movie greats like Steel Magnolias, Dead Poets Society, Look Who's Talking, Always, Dad, and much, much more. Don't miss our 5-day free preview, March 4th through March 8th on the Movie Channel, where you can watch a movie anytime you want one.
And welcome back to our 4A semifinal, Whitehall and Allen. And before we get going in the second half, I'd like to tell you about Schoolhouse Terrace, where they have their luxury apartments at 437 East Belvedere Street in Nazareth, now offering 1- and 2-bedroom units for rent. Each unit has such amenities as a self-cleaning oven, microwave, dishwasher, garbage disposal, full-size refrigerator, washer, dryer, and jacuzzi tub. So come out to Schoolhouse Terrace and live in luxury. For more information, call 759-1595.
Our other ball games of interest tonight: Central girls against North Schuylkill, Becca High girls against West Hazelton, Notre Dame girls against Cardinal Brennan, Salisbury boys against Mount Carmel, and Saucon Valley boys against Northwestern Lehigh Medina.
Very quickly, Tony Medina muscles that one in from the lane area. It's 24-18.
Member of Central Catholic North Schuylkill, the loser is finished for the year and they're probably the two best teams in the East in AAA basketball. That's a shame.
Yeah, and Gary, Lisicky and Fetchko are starting here in the third quarter to go to Epstein. Took it right at him, and Fetchko comes down with a rebound.
Now Allen has to play the same kind of game they played in the first half, and that's patience, taking only the good shot.
2 3-point attempts in the ball game by the Zephyrs, both by this guy. Here's his third, and missed the shot. Fetchko backed off on that rebound, Gary.
Yeah, he leaned in a little, and then he realized, uh-oh, I don't want to get a fourth foul.
Now they go inside, and no roll that time for Epstein, and the Allen crowd behind us reacted on that one.
Nice pass by Rudoka.
Pete Lisicky passes off to Fetchko.
These possessions are big, because if Whitehall can get back,
foul by Rudoka.
If Whitehall can get back in this ball game, as we always say, the first 3 minutes of the third quarter is so critical. If they can get back in those first 3 minutes, this is going to go down to the wire.
And now the last time that Medina, as we watch this foul, and last time Medina was at the line at the end of the first half, he missed the first of a 1-and-1.
He doesn't usually miss any fouls.
Yep.
Medina on the year is shooting 65% from the foul line, so he's not up there amongst the leaders for Whitehall.
And Tony 2 for 2. So the Zephyrs answer with 4 quick points. It's 24-20. And Buskirk out of McWhite. Grossinger's 25. 53 is Thomas. 43 Rudoka. And Epstein 35.
Allen has not subbed at all. Whitehall has subbed out of desperation.
Third quarter action. And of course the winner here will play Easton as Epstein gets the roll this time. He now has 12 points in the ball game. It's 26-20.
Every Allen player seems to be well aware of where Darren is offensively. They try to get him the ball. He's a producer.
Fetchko gets a screen, shoots over the top, gets the 2 back. It's 26-22. Gary, first 2 points for Mike Fetchko, a bit unusual.
He really hasn't even taken any shots.
Yeah. And Medina with good position. And a foul is called.
I think it's on Epstein. It is, and that's his third.
So now a couple of the Allen Canaries getting in trouble. Epstein has 3, Rudoka with 2, and McWhite with 2. And 2 points here, and the Zephyrs are back in the ball game.
How about 3?
How about 3? Pete Lisicky gets his first 3.
Whitehall has done what they needed to do. They've come out of the locker room and taken care of the Allen lead. Now they make Allen start to think about the scoreboard.
And the 3-point shot gets him within 1. And Epstein, little bit of muscle there. Rudoka to the hoop and scored.
Good quick first step by Pete.
28-25. Fetchko tries it. Rounding out the rebound to Darren Epstein.
Good shot, though. He's wide open. Probably could use the glass from that angle.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Third quarter. Haven't heard much from Jared Grossinger tonight. He has scored 1 foul. I don't think Jared's taken a shot, or more than 1.
He has not taken a shot, I don't believe, Bob. I think you're right. John wants to work the ball inside. Epstein, Thomas, that's where he wants the ball to go.
They got Darren Epstein now back out to Grosser. Rudoka cut to the far side, then came over to the near side. Now he's outside, goes in the corner, and Epstein shoots, missed the shot. Picked off underneath by Fetchko.
Whitehall must think they're looking at Whitehall.
You're right. Danny Allen in the zone. Lisicky missed it, slapped around, and retrieved at the side by McWhite. Ennis quickly inside, passes off. Thomas was not expecting it, but gets it back, shoots, and a foul.
Foul's going to be on Medina.
Only the second personal on Tony Medina. There'll be no shot. Or will it? Yes, I guess they're going to shoot it.
Should be a two-shot foul.
Yeah,
It was
it
in
is.
the air.
Oh, the young Wayne Thomas, 6 points in the game. Make it 7. 29-25.
Whitehall had 2 opportunities to take the lead, did not take advantage of it. Now it's up to Allen to get that ball in the basket and get the lead back up to where they had it.
And Wayne makes them both. It's 30-25. The lead back to 5 points. Litsicki will try the 3. Fetchko lost the rebound.
Whitehall's not rebounding with any intensity. That time Fetchko had the position to get the ball and didn't go get it.
Well, it may be he saw the blue shirt carrying again with the foul situation. Just did not want to be that aggressive. Grossinger, that's his first shot.
Oh, is that a big basket? Gets that lead back up to 8. Well, he picked the right spot to drop it.
33-25. Buskirk shoots a 3 and gets it. His third.
He picked the right spot to answer.
33-28. Here's McWhite.
Oh, he walked.
Yes, he did. A little bit too quick on the feet that time, Gary.
Well, that's what Allen hasn't been doing. They've been satisfied to set things up. That's worked for them.
Far corner to Fetchko. Inside to Medina. Shovel pass, Litsicki. And it is Whitehall basketball. Good defense underneath by the Canaries.
McWhite blocked it after Epstein blocked it, so they blocked it together and then high-fived each other. In that order.
In that order. 1, 2, 3. Buskirk. Yes. That's a 3. He has 4 3-pointers. He's giving us a Jeff Aldinger show here tonight.
He has 35 threes on the year.
And a turnover, it's Zephyr basketball, and the Zephyr fans are off their feet. And John Dunmore has seen enough. He calls timeout with 2:18 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back.
Credit card bills putting a squeeze on your budget?
I solved my plastic problem. Paid off all my credit card bills, put cash into my pocket with a home equity loan from the money store. And my interest is tax deductible.
Call the money store. 1-800-LOAN-YES. Turn your home improvement plans into reality. It's easy with an FHA Title I loan from the money store. Government insured and no equity is required. Call the money store. 1-800-LOAN-YES.
For over 39 years, the Harhart family has operated a one-stop service station for all your automotive needs, from repair and inspection to car washing. This fall and winter, let Harhart's fill your home fuel needs, too. Harhart's not only offers prompt service and competitive prices, but also 24-hour emergency service and computerized automatic delivery. For experience, courteous service, and expertise, call Harhart's Fuel Oil Service today.
March 8th will be a night of brawling, featuring Carl the Truth Williams, the USBA heavyweight champion, against terrible Tim Witherspoon in a 12-round heavyweight brawl. Top Rank presents Night of the Brawlers. Also featured champion Robert Daniels versus Bobby Ches for the WBA World Cruiserweight Championship. March 8th will be a fight night of brawling from the Trump Taj Mahal. See it live, pay-per-view on Viewer's Choice.
Friday night at 8 p.m., join Cable 4 Sports for District 11 basketball. Game 1, see North Schuylkill versus the Central Catholic girls, followed by all the games that night at Stabler Arena at Lehigh University. District 11 basketball, Friday night at 8 p.m., right here on Cable 4 Sports. You're viewing Twin County Cable 4, your choice for community programming in the Lehigh Valley.
All right, welcome back to our basketball game, and it is Allen 33, Whitehall 31, and of course, sports medicine on the mind of a lot of people, and in the Allentown area, in the Lehigh Valley, the place to go is this Allentown Sports Medicine Clinic. They're at 1732 Street in Allentown. Give them a call, 439-1788. Their idea is a team approach to the athletic injury, and many of these teams, many of these players you're watching on Cable 4 Sports have taken part in their services, so give them a call. Allentown Sports Medicine Clinic, 439-1788, and right now there's efforts coming back with a clinic.
Friday night, we will have North Schuylkill Central Catholic Girls at 8 o'clock on TV4. Cable 4 will bring you the Allen Parkland Consolation Game 4A, then Easton Pottsville Championship 4A Girls, then Central Catholic Blue Mountain 3A Boys, a foul on the inside. Epstein's fourth.
Fourth on Darren Epstein, and it comes with 2:09 remaining in the third quarter. And now John Dunmoyer looks down the bench as Tony Medina goes to the line, and Tony can tie it right here, and the big string bean is coming off the bench, Gary.
Jeremy Warmkessel, 6'3" junior, 3.7 points per ball game. Epstein's down for at least the next 2:09.
At the line, Tony Medina at the bench. Darren Epstein pleading his case with John Dunmoyer. Told John, I didn't do anything, Coach. He just caught me.
Well, they went nose to nose, and it's been intense between Epstein and Medina since that confrontation. And over-exuberance sometimes hurts you.
And Medina here in the second half, he's got himself 6 points. And we're tied at 33.
Kick.
And a kick ball will give it back to the Canaries. White tried to penetrate in the lane. Somebody got a sneaker on it, and quick-eyed Sam Errett made the call.
Normally this score favors Whitehall. But tonight, when Allen's been patient, they've been at their best. It's when they've come up and tried to make something happen quickly that they have been at their worst.
And Radoka's missed shot rebounded once again by Medina.
They haven't taken many outside shots. It's been the inside game that's gotten them the lead.
A basket here, and the crowd across the way will again come out of their seats. And a push inside, and it's on Radoka as he gave Tony Medina a shove.
Well, there, as we said, over-exuberance is hurting them right now. Raduca wants to play NBA defense, and the officials are PIAA high school officials. They're not going to let it happen. Medina, he'll go right at you, and it's just a matter of who they want to call a foul on. Bray is in, Thomas is out. Bray, a 6'4" junior, 4.1 points per ball game.
Oh, there's efforts trying to break the tie. Buskirk misses the shot. Rebound goes to Pete Radoka.
That was the same out-of-bounds play where Mike got the three-pointer last time.
And now the Canaries playing a little catch. Continue to look at the matchup zone, and every time they seem to go to the basket, the hands are up. And they go to Bray and misses the shot.
That shot did everything but fall in.
Yeah. Now one shot, says Ron Hassler. So the Zephyrs will sit on the ball.
Boy, what a great feeling it'll be for them if they score here and go into the fourth quarter with a lead after trailing by 8 at halftime.
And you can count along with us.
But they have not been able to do anything at the end of a quarter so far.
Well, the big miss, of course, was Tony Medina's one-on-one situation at the end of the half. And the ball will go back to Whitehall. Betchko will set up the play.
These guys are so well schooled out there. They just look to the bench. Ronnie says 24, I think, was the play. Mike Turn says 24. Everybody kind of just heads to their spot.
robotic?
Well, it doesn't look robotic. It's just knowledge. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Here's the shot. Buskirk passes inside. Medina, I don't think it would have counted.
Good defense.
Yep. All right, we got a new ball game. We have 8 minutes to go in this one. We'll take time out and be right back.
Healthcare Center is more than just a drugstore, providing over 1,200 different brands of convalescent aids for you to rent or buy. We have a professional staff, including registered nurses, a respiratory therapist, and professional fitters. In our pharmacy department, we offer not only the compounding, but consultation on your prescriptions. We try to deliver the type of service that we would expect to receive. By keeping costs down and our compassion level high, we'll take care of billing either through Medicare or your private insurance. Hartzell's Pharmacy and Home Health Care Center, 2nd and Church Streets, Catasauqua.
Looking for the finest and choice seafood, prime steaks, and weekend specialty prime rib? Then look no further than the Dockside Inn, Howardtown Road in North Catasauqua. With over 30 years experience, owners George and Althea have created a restaurant which features quality lunches for as low as $2.50 and dinners starting at $6.50. Enjoy your favorite cocktails in the relaxed atmosphere of the Dockside Inn. Banquet facilities are available and reservations are accepted. So pull into port and drop anchor at the Dockside Inn or in Howardtown Road in North Catasauqua. And we're back here at Liberty High School for basketball. Bob Garris, Gary Laubach with you. Hope you're enjoying it. I'd like to ask you to come out to the Westgate Mall and shop at your favorite community stores and bring the kids out to see the Easter Bunny. He'll be arriving on Saturday, March 9th at 11 a.m. and be available for pictures daily from 11 to 2 and 5 to 8. The new car or truck is in your future. You won't want to miss the new car and truck show. It's taking place from March 8th to 10th at the Westgate Mall and sponsored by Bethlehem Suburban Ford. Remember to mark down the 16th and 17th for the baseball card show. And all this and more at your favorite shopping place, the Westgate Mall, Gainersville Road in Bethlehem.
All right, 33, 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Everybody's going with their best. Radoka's in, Epstein's in, all the starters back out on the floor. And they'll go nose to nose, 5-on-5 for the final 8 minutes to see who gets to play Easton.
And Fetchko and Lisicki, they got through the third quarter without getting another foul. So that situation has improved for the Zephyrs. Mulchaney, no. Rebound to Thomas. Thomas in there also. Not in any foul situation.
Nobody wants to lead, Bob. Since they hit 33 all, nobody's been able to score.
You're stuck. Some of that glue I talked about, I guess, yeah. Baseline, Epstein can't shoot. Thomas can't shoot. Try again, go to the outside. McWhite over to Grossinger. Jared Grossinger has taken one shot tonight. It's a 3 as Thomas shoots and doesn't go. Hit the back of the rim and came down to Tony Medina. So what has happened? Another minute and 5 seconds has gone by in the ball game.
This game is so quick tonight.
Yeah.
This next basket, whoever gets it, seems critical.
Lisicki rebound and the tap, and that won't go. Medina might have got away with a foul, Gary. It looked like an arm over the top, but no call.
Probably a good no call. They just saw that Allen had possession, and that wasn't going to change.
Gary, the interesting thing with the foul situation is that now here in the second half, the Allen Canaries, they're one away from their 1-1, as that was batted away by Medina. Now, foul will be called at center court. That's going to be 1-1.
It's on Radoka, even more important. He now has 4. Well, maybe Whitehall will break this tie from the foul line as they put their 90% foul shooter on the line. Watch this block by Medina. It is with emphasis.
Right here. Boom. All ball, and now back at the line is Mike Buskirk. Rattles it in the hoop. This guy's only got 13.
He's 67 for 73 from the foul line.
And counting. Perfect. 4 3-point baskets and 2 foul shots for little Michael Busker.
Wormkessel in, Radoka out.
6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. Whitehall now in front, 35-33. The Zephyrs were down at halftime by 8. What a comeback in the third quarter.
They did lead in this ball game 4-2, but that was their last lead.
Yeah.
Till now.
And Wormkessel bounces in and stolen away again.
They just have gotten sloppy. Allen has gotten a little sloppy, not as crisp, not as intense as they were in the first half. They make this patient offense work.
Well, Gary, the Allen Canaries had them on the hot seat. But it looks like they're letting them get away.
Well, a lot of time yet, so many, many things can happen.
Oh, yeah. Lisicki, goodbye. Many things can happen, and it just did as Lisicki hit his second 3 of the night. It's 38-33.
Allen's biggest lead, or Whitehall's biggest lead of the night.
McWhite tries to answer, doesn't do it. Medina has the ball, and another basket here, Gary.
Stolen away,
Canaries get it back. I was going to say another basket here by the Zephyrs, and Johnny will call timeout. 5 minutes and counting.
Notice how Whitehall's taking Epstein out of the offense.
The lob to Thomas, a foul on Medina. No shot.
It's only the second team foul against Whitehall.
Third personal on Tony Medina. No shot. I tell you, it's amazing when you look at the crowd across the way. Of course, we can't see the faces too much of the people behind us. But again, I always remark about the intensity of some of these people. It's like this is their final moments of life.
They're just zeroing in on that part of the floor. Bob, this is life in Whitehall and Allen.
Yeah. The best part about it is most of the fans are very knowledgeable basketball fans. They've been following these teams and they understand the game. Thomas with a hook.
Little sky hook there.
Yeah. From the baseline yet. 38-35. Medina trapped, dribbles out of trouble. Whoa, Fetchko was wide open underneath, couldn't get him the ball.
Walk.
And a walk on Medina.
Substitute number 43, Radoka, returning to the lineup.
Tony and Mike Fetchko having a little chat going down court.
McWhite sits down, Radoka comes in. So it's Wormkessel and Rosinger in the backcourt.
Yeah, John's going to save Dennis for the final 2 minutes.
Good block.
Strip from behind by Mulcahy. Grosinger gets up. And we get an official timeout.
Well, the question is, why did the whistle blow? They were just checking. Timeout's going to be called.
We're going to watch this. Right there, Medina simply ran over Grosinger. It wasn't intentional. He happened to be there.
It was hard, though. John calls timeout. Maybe we can get another look at that play, because the question, of course, is why did the whistle blow? If you don't have an advantage and you're not taking the ball to the hoop, the official has the option to make sure everybody's all right. John Moyer is questioning whether or not this should have been a foul. Let's take a look. There's the block. Medina, well,
he stepped over with the left foot and the right foot.
It stepped on him with the right.
Yeah, kind of got entangled. But
and John wanted a foul there, and Whitehall said, we don't want a whistle there. We had the advantage.
And I think it was tough, I think, to call a foul. It certainly did not look intentional. Sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Get the number of that truck.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we have 3:40 to go in the game. Whitehall, after this timeout, still in front, 38-35. The Zephyrs will get the ball down in the back court.
Foul or no foul, it was close enough to be a foul, and Tony's got to be careful. He has 3 fouls on him, and Whitehall can't afford to have him sit down.
Especially on a lane violation, running in the right lane or left lane or center lane, whatever. Tony Medina missed it. And Epstein has the basketball.
Boy, that was a big, it's a game of inches, too. If that ball goes down, Whitehall's in the driver's seat, up by 6 with 3 minutes to play. It doesn't go down, and now all of a sudden Allen right back in it. They hit a 3. It's all tied up.
Well, they go to Thomas, and he's going against Medina. Reverse layup. Hooked it in again.
Give Allen credit. They haven't died.
Well, they went right at Medina, and Tony just backed off, and Thomas rolled around him and put it over the rim. 38-37 from the corner. No, Medina has it.
Great move.
Rolls in, missed the shot. The tap by Petro is missed. Lisicky comes dribbling out of the pack, and the ball will go to the Canaries.
I'd like to see that play again. The ball didn't look like it was out of bounds. Now remember, the whistle blew before it went off his foot.
All right, McWhite back into the game with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Allen Canaries down by 1.
This has turned into a beauty, Bob.
Well, we expected that.
Well, that's true.
Thomas still working on Medina inside. Now Radoka gets it, goes to Thomas. Back outside, almost stolen by Buskirk.
Within a hair.
Yep, Canary basketball.
They are starting to circle the wagons on Thomas.
And it's Grossinger now with the ball, back and forth, a little pitch and catch. Quickly down to Thomas. Shoots and he missed the shot. Came back off the front. Thought he had it.
I bet John Dunmoyer's heart just skipped a beat there. Such a big play. He goes up by 1, and it just won't fall.
That thump you heard were the Allen Canary fans behind us as Lisicky shoots and hits it.
That might have been a 3, no, a 2.
Two-shot foul, two-shot basket. It's 40-37.
Critical basket. And timeout by Don Moyer.
Now Johnny calls timeout with 1 minute and 30 to go. It's 40-37.
We're going to stay right here, and we're going to get another look at Lisicky's play. Now, this is going to be the one that goes out of bounds. Now, watch the ball here. That whistle blew before it went off his foot. I don't think it was out of bounds.
Well, Pat was anticipating. All right, Gary, 40-37, and we're over there around John Dunmoyer and around Mr. Hassler with a 3-point lead, and we're at nail-biting time for sure.
And John certainly knows what an important possession this is, and that's why he has called his 3rd timeout. And he's going to tell his kids, I'm sure, to try to get that ball inside and hope that they get a foul or the shot. But it wouldn't bother me as a coach if Jared Grossinger got open for a 3.
Well, I tell you, he's been very quiet. He took the 1 shot from 3-point range and made it. The rest of the night, he's been out there on the court all night long, handling the basketball, working the offense, playing the defense. And now Allen will put it in on the near side at the hash mark or slash mark, call it what you will. A big possession for the Allen Canaries. They trail by 3.
And the matchup, Lowe's.
And he went to Thomas, and he could not get the ball, went off his hand on the pass to McWhite.
Hard to tell whose fault it was.
Right.
Thomas should have been going down the lane, was he? Did McWhite anticipate him going too far down the lane?
And now you know that Whitehall will freeze the ball. And there's a foul call. It's on Pete Radoka. He is fouled out with 1:01 remaining in the game.
Lisicky goes to the line. He is an 80% foul shooter. He is 20 for 25 on the season. Ed Beidelman providing us with those statistics. And fans, believe it or not, are leaving.
Well, we have always commented on this. I guess it's nice to beat the crowd, but these might be some of the Eastern fans, Gary. They came here tonight and saw what they wanted as Easton conquered Pocono Mountain. And at the moment, I guess they've seen enough of these games. They figure that Easton will be playing the Whitehall Zephyrs again in a replay.
Well, Whitehall needs to make the fouls.
Yep. Lisicky gets the first.
Boy, he's had a super game. He has 17 points. Hard to believe he's only a freshman. You know, Bob, it took him about one game to adapt himself to this league.
Yeah. So it's a 4-point difference, and now the Canaries have got to go quickly to the hoop. And some of the Allen fans saying, shoot it, shoot it. And Epstein forced it up, tapped away by Medina, and Buskirk is fouled by Grossinger. And you don't want to put Mike Buskirk on the line.
That's why the Whitehall fans are standing and applauding. Mr. Buskirk is 68 for 74 from the foul line. So it looks like an Easton-Whitehall rematch on Saturday night. Remember, Easton blew Whitehall away in the district or in the East Bend Conference Championship game. I doubt if we'll see a repeat of that.
Michael Buskirk. 3 for 3.
This guy right here, Bob, in my estimation, was the key to tonight's ball game. He came back with those 4 critical three-pointers, and he got his team back rather quickly when they needed to.
And then he steps to the foul line and goes 4 for 4.
Now, Allen needs a three-pointer.
Shot by Wormkessel will not fall. The rebound goes by Thomas, and Allen quickly called timeout with 29 seconds remaining.
All right, again, set the stage for you for the rest of the week. Remember now, on Friday night, we will start off with the Allentown Central Catholic North Schuylkill girls game. It's such a critical ball game in terms of the season for those two teams. We'll have Sports Channel bringing that your way, 8 o'clock on TV4. We will follow that up with girls basketball. We will have for you, first of all, Allen Parkland in the consolation game. The winner goes into interdistricts. The loser is finished for the season. Then the Easton Pottsville 4A girls game. That will be the championship basketball game. Those two teams have already met. Pottsville won by 20 in the 4th game of the year for the Easton Red Rovers. Then we will have a boys basketball game. The Central Catholic boys against Blue Mountain, a AAA championship final. We'll have that game for you, so please get a lot of sleep on Thursday. Expect to stay up late on Friday. Saturday, we're not guaranteeing 4-on-4 because we're not certain about some of the other ball games being played, but we believe that we will have, if things fall into place, the 4A boys consolation, the 4A boys championship, the 3A girls championship, the 2A boys championship, if things fall into place.
All right, that's a lot of ball games, and here is Mulchaney, and that puts the lid on it. 45-39.
It wasn't easy, but Whitehall got the job done in the second half. Let's run down the scoring for you on the foul.
Well, in that foul, Gary, Pete Lisicky just met the big guy, Jeremy Grimm, and got popped on the nose.
Grossinger had 4. McWhite had 5. Epstein had 12. Radoka, 4. Wayne Thomas with 14. That's all the Allen scoring for Whitehall. Buskirk, 16. Lisicky's on the line, has 17 at the moment. Mulchaney, 2. Fetchko, 2. Medina, 8. That's all the scoring. Lisicky's going to try to add to it.
Number 40, Rex in the lineup.
Gary, again, people who just look at final scores and maybe just read some of the print really don't know what kind of game they've missed here tonight.
Well, you know, you look at the score tomorrow, and everybody will say, Whitehall played a typical game. But Allen, really, it was the team that slowed things down, and it worked for them for a half.
Well, they had the 8-point lead as Grossinger simply pumped that one out of sight. And that will do it right there. And the Whitehall Zephyrs are in the 4A championship game Saturday night at Stabler Arena. And they'll take on Stan Sutphen's Easton High Red Rovers. Tonight they beat Allen 47-39.
Allen goes to 15-13 as they get ready for Pocono Mountain. That should be a very exciting basketball game as those two teams like to move it up and down the floor. Allen's 39 points on 16 field goals. One of those was a three-pointer. They were 6 for 9 from the foul line. Their record goes to 15-13. And again, they'll be in the 4A consolation game on Saturday. We expect that ball game to be at Stabler Arena in the afternoon. Whitehall's 47 points on 15 field goals, but 6 of those were three-pointers, 2 by Lisicki and 4 by Buskirk. 11 for 14 from the foul line. Buskirk finishes the night with 16 points. Lisicki finishes the night with 19 points. Whitehall's record now goes to 22-5. And Bob, I just would think that revenge may be on the mind of the Whitehall Zephyrs when they take on the Easton Red Rovers, a team that absolutely slaughtered them in the East Bend Conference Championship game.
And we will find out about that possible revenge on Saturday night. And we'll look for you on Friday night, of course, on Cable 4 Sports. So that's been it again. The final, Whitehall wins it 47-39. I'm Bob Garris for the Cable 4 crew. We'll see you next time on Cable 4 Sports.